Hey guys, it's me again with another TechAdam.com screencast, this time on how to make a website. Since a lot goes into making a website, we're going to split this screencast up into parts, and our first part is going to be the design in Photoshop. I have Adobe Photoshop CS3 installed on here. It's a beta version. I plan to eventually buy it once the trial expires. Great program to do design work in. I used it on Windows back when I had my Windows desktop. I had CS2 on that actually, so there might be some changes in CS3, but I should pretty much, for the most part, know what I'm doing. We're going to start off by creating a new document. You can also press Control N, or I think on the Mac it's Apple N or Command N. Generally you're gonna want about 900 width, 800, 900 is what I usually will do, and maybe we'll say 800 height. Click OK. Make sure it's an RGB color and not CMYK, which is not good for web, of course. It might be good for print. Grayscale, you don't want that. Make sure it's RGB and 8-bit for web. You don't want 16-bit, also won't show up, I don't think. So definitely want 8-bit. Resolution 72 pixels per inch. That's good. And background, you can choose whatever background you want, of course. I always go with white though. And you can name it if you want to, but I usually name it later. So we'll just click OK here. Wait for it to create the document. And we have it right here. We can click right here to zoom in, and I'll do that right now and click the, I'm not sure what this is called, I'll just call it the plus button though, and that will automatically resize it for us. Start off by making a background. We have the background layer here, and so if we go to edit and fill, and I'll just choose my own color. We can choose from any color here. I'll do a relatively dark background. I'll make it easy to remember at 3333333, 6 threes. I would highly recommend, if you're getting into making websites, just memorizing some basic shades of gray. For example, 333 is, well, here we'll start with black. 6 zeros is completely black, and you can just keep going up in number and it'll get gradually lighter until you get to 99999, etc. And then FFFFF is white, and then you can go F0, 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 which is a really light gray, E0, 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 which is a little darker of a gray, C0, 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 which is again a little darker of a gray. Those are just good to memorize, have them in your mind instead of having to look them up every time. But again, we'll go with 33333 for our background, and we'll just click OK. And as you can see, it filled the background layer with a complete 33333, a dark gray background. And now we can get started with our actual, I don't know what you want to call it. We'll just create a new layer for the, we'll call it the container, which will contain all of our content, our header and everything. We'll click here, and we'll select a color for our header. Can't really think of a good color. I guess we can just go with 66666 6. We'll use the rounded rectangle. Just click and hold this, move your mouse out and let go when you're over the rounded rectangle. To change the amount of roundedness, I guess you can call it, you can just change it from, let's say, 10 pixels on the corners to maybe 15. And we'll just start here and go around here. And that looks pretty good to me. Now I'll create our navigation. Actually, here, I'll tell you what I'm using. The rectangle marquee tool. You can change it to an elliptical marquee and other different things, but for now we'll use the rectangular, which you can just press M, I guess, as a shortcut. So we will just click and drag this. That looks about good to me. We can fix it later if we need to. Just click the new layer button again. Click edit. Edit, fill. We will select a color. Let's say we like 99999. And we have ourselves a nav bar right here. Now we need a place for our content. Use the same rectangular marquee tool. Go to edit, fill. Instead of having to select a custom color, we can just tell it to fill it with white. And that looks about good to me. We'll click the new layer again, and we'll create ourselves our own header image. We'll call it my blog. Colors, don't really like those colors. We can change it to, let's say, orange. Or here, orange. And I don't really like that underline either. So just click here. There might be a shortcut. I guess there isn't. Just click here. The underline is in, so we can just click it and it'll take it off. Actually, I forgot to highlight the text. Click it, take it off. We can change the font size here. 30, let's make it 36. And that looks about good to me. And we'll just put that right there. Let's say we want a banner image. Just click the rectangular marquee tool again. Actually, let's go to the rectangle tool. Actually, we'll just use the rectangular marquee tool. And we'll just make a random red banner, which is FF00000. Click that. We've got our banner. We can click the move tool and move it around just how we like it. Have it snap right there for us. And that looks good. Now we can create a new layer to put some text on. You don't have to create a new layer every time you want to make text, but if you want to put it somewhere specific, then I recommend just like here, I'll delete this layer and show you exactly what I did. If we have it here on, and then we just started to create text, it would put the layer here instead of right above our nav bar. Whereas if we just create a new layer, if we click here, create a new layer, and then start typing, it'll have the layer here instead of up there. Just good thing